Hi FlossTube.
Hi FlossTube.
I'm Crystal.
I'm Lisa.
And we are Stitching the Dream.
Oh, I should put mine this direction too. Love.
It is love.
It's a love day because it's almost February.
It is. It is almost February. These cups at StitchAway, Pam and Steph got us all of these little cups.
Yeah, one for each of us at the table. I can't show you right now, but on the inside, at the bottom, there's a cross-stitched heart. These are, what are they, the Chip and Joanna Gaines?
Yeah, they're the Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Yeah,
and
they're super cool.
they are really cool because what we noticed was the stitched heart, and Pam said as soon as she saw that, she knew that that was what she wanted to get for all of us. So
Thank you, Pam.
Thank you.
Love them.
So, some of the other gifts that were graciously given to us was, one, not that I'm saying that I was so gracious.
was so
I was
gracious.
so gracious. I work at Hobby Lobby, so I get things that are on sale, and I get to be able to be a little creative. So I got these little buckets for the girls, and then I just saw this little ribbon with hearts and beads on it. And what I did was just put a little bit of glue on a couple of them, tied a little knot, and then I made my own needle minders. I got those little pieces of wood that are in a bag for crafts at Hobby Lobby. And so John cut them, the corners off for me.
I did not know that.
And I
He's so
sanded it. Yeah, oh my gosh. And he did it with just a X-Acto knife or something like that. He just took the edges off. And so I sanded them so that we would have a little bit of a shape. And then I painted this and the front and the back, because they were unfinished wood, with a blush. And then I just stamped a red heart. And then on the back, I put StitchAway 2020. So that way they have a needle minder to remind them of StitchAway.
But the best part was she filled it with candy.
I did.
Not that that was the best, but
I did
it was
fill
a
it with
bonus.
candy.
It was definitely a bonus.
Yeah, and so I gave one to all of the girls. And then Gina from Hanging by a Thread was there. Oh my gosh, I love.
And her husband.
And her husband, they both stitched together. He was doing a Hade. And it looked, yes!
Oh, I didn't see
And it was
that.
beautiful. And I mean, they both stitched together. And I mean, I could never get John to stitch. I could offer him $1 million and he'd say, eh. But she came over and she gave us these cute little bags, and that you put this on the edge of a table.
On the arm of the chair.
Yeah, or a chair. And
Gina, I love this. It has been, I've used it every day since I've been home. And it was a game changer for me because I don't have to reach to get anything anymore because everything's right here.
Well,
I put my scissors, my glasses, my pen, my remote control, everything's right there right next to me.
Well, I use it as an Ort container too, with glasses.
I put my Ort jar inside here.
Okay,
anyway,
that's the difference between how organized she is
how
compared
pretty these
to me.
daisies are. It looks so
I
nice.
know,
So
and look, they're so sweet. And then the other thing she got for me, which, oh my gosh, she must just know me that I am a bag and box girl. And so she
You're a bag
found this.
lady.
I am a bag lady. And I mean, isn't that just cute? It has everything I need. So I just love it. I love it. Thank you, Gina.
super sweet.
It's very, very sweet.
And chocolates.
Yes.
She gave us chocolates too.
We also had Marcy at our table.
Yeah,
Marcy
was really awesome sitting by you.
Yeah, she got to sit right next to you.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That was the first time I'd met her.
I had met her, but I think we maybe spoke for like 2 minutes.
Just in passing, yeah.
And at the first StitchCon. And I mean, she is a hoot. She is so funny.
Oh,
just
she gave me so
it.
many great ideas for finishing things too. I have a long list of ideas now that as soon as I get a finish, I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So StitchAway was wonderful.
It
We
was.
loved it. Loved seeing everybody again.
I think, and I told this to our group, that this was by far the best StitchAway ever. I got, oh my gosh, I got so much stitching done. And not only did I get a lot of stitching done, I actually talked to people.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. I've never seen you out of your chair and talk to people as much as you did this StitchAway.
Miss Social Butterfly.
Oh my gosh. I know. You would never, if you had never met Lisa before, you would never have known that the girl rarely gets out of her seat. She likes to sit with the wall behind her.
That way no one can sneak up on me.
And I'm telling you, you would have thought, oh, she's just like everybody else. Not that she's not. But she was just, I mean, I was looking, I was going, she got up several times and was in deep conversations about stitching and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was.
It was a lot of fun.
I can't wait to see, for her to show you there was a designer there. And I think Lisa and she were best friends by the end of
well, I don't know about that,
StitchAway.
but she was really, Chrisanne Tellen, she was really neat. I liked her story too.
Yes, it was really good. So, what do we want to move on to?
Let's talk about, I don't know, it's your house.
So
we have a rule, whoever's house it is runs the show. So.
Introduces, makes the agenda and the notes. So what I have is our whips.
Okay.
And Gus, go first.
Oh, that's me. So I brought 2 whips. Both of them were StitchAway starts for me. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna tell you a story first. So while we're at StitchAway, you know, there's a freebie table and things get kind of picked up and passed around and everybody's looking at stuff. Hey, do you like this? Hey, I thought, you know, whatever. We had this stack of patterns just kind of circulating through our table, and one of them, I thought, oh, that's super cute. It was like, you know the song Bushel in a Peck, you know, I love you, Bushel in a Peck. So there was a pattern that had that saying and just had some simple flowers and a little stitched frame around it, and I thought, oh, that's really cute. My grandson loves that song.
Yeah.
I got up the next morning and I thought, I'm gonna track that one down because I really like it and I want to do that. And I'm asking Crystal, do you remember that Bushel in a Peck pattern? Who had that one? Pam, who had that one? Kate, who had this one? Finally, you know, an hour or so later, I reached down into my bag to do something. I had it. I picked it up that first night when I first saw it and loved it, and it was in my bag. So this is la-di-da. It's a Bushel in a Peck. Isn't that cute? Look how sweet that is.
That is so cute.
I just thought I loved it. So
it is.
So this was one of my starts and one of my whips. I had a piece of 40 count linen, just undyed natural linen in my bag that I cut a piece of and I started doing here. Let me put this behind this a little bit. So this is where I'm at so far.
Isn't that adorable?
And I've learned that words are hard. I don't like stitching words. Words are hard.
I love stitching words.
Oh my gosh. I stopped in at Keepsakes on Friday and I was working on this and I must have ripped out these words 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't rip that often, you know, not that I'm, you know, whatever, but words are really hard for me apparently.
And you're stitching with your Q-snap, you're stitching which is very different for you.
I tried it, and yeah, I like it. It's working okay. Anyway, so this is one of my whips.
I like that.
And I think I'll give this to my grandson when I finish it, because I think he'd like it. He likes to sing. So my next one that is a whip was also a StitchAway start and a StitchAway purchase. So we're kind of jumbled up here. This was at the trunk show in the annex, the Keepsakes annex, and I don't know, I loved it. I love this.
I didn't love the pattern here. I was just like, eh. But when you started stitching
did you see it stitched up? Did you see the trunk show sample?
I didn't.
Oh my gosh, I saw that.
I didn't see it.
It called to me. Anyway, so this is by Summerhouse Stitchworks, StitchAway. Mm-hmm. I love when they have the E at the end. That's when you know it's, you know, $5. Put the E on it. It's called Winter Cometh. And I like the colors in this, but when I was stitching it, I ripped a lot of this out too, because this color here, this kind of olivey green, it was very bright. It was very bright gold. So I switched that out. You can see it's winter meth right now. So winter meth. the W is the color I will be using, because I liked it like it
See,
really
I
dull.
love the
It was
colors.
really dull and wintry and look crisp. I like this color too. But
I
that's
love that
not
color.
what they called for.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I just pulled it wrong, but anyway.
I love
so
what
this,
you've done.
I'm liking this a lot. This
Now,
is
is
a
that
lot of
over
fun.
1 or over 2?
No, this is over 2. This is on
Okay.
a 40 count.
Okay. That's why it looks so tiny.
What is it on? It's 40. I bought this up there. I think this. I don't know what it is. It's 40 count something.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Here it is. Fiber on a Whim. It's by Fiber on a Whim. It's called Stone, 40 count stone. So this was a purchase that I made at StitchAway.
Scarlett, go lay down.
She's okay. She's a
Scarlett
good
wants
girl.
to be in our video.
She's must be famous.
Yes.
So those are the only 2 whips that I brought with me. I have been working on a couple other things at home. My chatelaine butterflies and my
Oh my
hay.
gosh.
But
Yeah.
those are too big to travel with, so
Go lay down.
I didn't bring them.
Well, I have one whip that I'm working on right now, and it also was a StitchAway start. I had had the pattern for a little while, and I knew I wanted to start it. And remember from our last video, we're only stitching from our whips.
Yeah.
But this one was.
But
But we were allowed to, at StitchAway, we were allowed to start some new projects. And then after StitchAway was
Back to the
done,
whips.
we're back to the whips, which the ones that we started would be in our whip basket. And so
yeah, but now when they were making the rules for this year of whips, they said, okay, you can have a StitchAway start. I heard a StitchAway start. No, game changer. They said, we never said a number. You can have StitchAway starts.
That's
Wow.
true. You should have seen her at the table.
It was
what?
Really?
What?
More than one?
Because she was having such a hard time trying to pick which StitchAway start she wanted to do.
Yeah, it was stressing me out.
Yeah, and it's so funny because who was it? Like Steph who had said
Katie,
or Katie.
Katie's like, I never put a number on it.
Yeah, because Katie's our organizer of it. What does she have? 90
Lots, 90 lots.
90 lots, and I think I have 28, and that is from ones that I've started years and years ago, and I'm like, okay, if you have one from the late 80s, early 90s, you need to get it done.
I don't think my oldest one is that old, but I've got
have
some
one.
old ones on mine.
And then I have some that I just threw across the room, and I've looked at other people's. It was the mason jars. It's a dimensions and mason jars with all the flowers in it. And I've looked at other people's with their finishes, and I thought,
It's a pretty one.
it's beautiful.
It's a tough one to stitch, though.
It is so, everybody, and this made me feel better because I thought it was just me, but everybody who has stitched that and shown it on their Facebooks or Stitch Mania or wherever it is, I've watched their comments that said it was a bee to stitch.
I believe it.
And I was just like, oh, thank goodness it's not just me. Because I'm not kidding,
that's
it's
a tough
beautiful, but it was just so many blended threads, so many half stitches, so many just.
Are you ever going to pull that one out, do you think?
I am. I am going to pull it out.
This
And
might be the year.
it might be the year. I don't think I'll finish it this year because I've done so many others, but it will be the year. Okay, so it's Buttercup Designs, and it is Summer is in the Air. And so this is what I started at StitchAway. And
That is a sweet little pattern.
oh my gosh, wait till you see. The fabric that I just had fabric laying around, and the only reason I even knew what it was because the sticker's still on it. It was Belfast Cream 32 count. And this is what it looks like. Is that not adorable? Look at those strawberries.
I love the strawberry flowers.
And the strawberry flowers. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, surprise. But I did switch out the middle of this flower was soot, so it was probably looking more like a Lazy Susan No, is that how
A
you?
black-eyed Susan.
Black-eyed Susan.
She just took that flower and whing! Lazy Susan.
Black-eyed Susan, and I turned it into a sunflower instead. And so I chose DMC's 938 to do that
Instead of soot.
instead of soot.
It looks super sweet. I
like it a lot.
The little sunshine.
Yeah, and I think in the pattern it has the words "is in the air next to the house," and I like the summer without the words in it. So what I think I'm gonna do is reverse this flower and make it a daisy and have it come around to the other side,
That'll be sweet.
and then stitch the house.
Yeah,
So
good thinking.
that's all
Good
I was
thinking.
doing. No. So that's the only whip I've been working on. Well, that's not true. I finished 2.
Well, they're not whips then, are they?
They're not whips because they are FOs. They are so FOs. Yes. So you want to start yours first because you're the guest.
My finishes?
Yes.
I have
wanna see
some,
your finishes.
and I haven't finished things in a long time. So this is exciting. Wait a minute, I gotta dig. I don't know what I did. Here we go. So, my first finish is a StitchAway. It's called Wedding Love is the name of the pattern. Let me put it over this so we can see it easily. So this I did on 32 count something lace. I don't know, 32 count. I forgot what I did it on. Anyway, it's over 1. I did it 1/1. And I've got our initials and our wedding date, and it's got all those, cheeky little love terms on there.
That is absolutely
Look at
beautiful.
it though, isn't it so sweet?
It looks so beautiful. It doesn't even look like it's stitched. It looks like
It
it's
is, though,
painted.
But it is stitched. Look.
I know. It is beautiful.
Yeah, I love how this turned out.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love how this turned out. So that was
That is
my
so
that was
beautiful.
my first StitchAway finish, which is very exciting. I
Mm.
had another StitchAway finish, which is here. I didn't bring the pattern with me, but this is my Renato.
Okay.
Carolyn.
We're gonna have a hard time. It's gonna
Okay, so here it is. Okay,
Wow.
go back a little further.
Oh, there you
There we
go.
go. We can almost get it.
Yeah.
Look at it. Isn't that great?
That
This
is
is
so
called
pretty.
the Majesty, which I did again on 40 count. Heartland, I think Heartland by PTP.
That is so.
Look at how cute, but
so
all
pretty.
all the little birds with their little red bellies and all the colors.
Oh.
I love this. I love this.
Because you remember she did the Christmas one. And
Yeah.
so the good thing is now when you finish this, when you take down the Christmas one, you can put that up.
I could.
I know.
Well,
That is
good.
so pretty.
So,
How long did that take you?
a while. I don't know. When you work on multiples, it's really hard to judge time because, I'll work on
That's
something for
true.
a week and then I'll put it away for 3 weeks and I'll work on some, and I don't know. It took a bit. Anyway, so my next finish is also a StitchAway finish.
And a StitchAway start.
StitchAway start. Yeah, I had a start and finish in the same weekend. So, Crystal mentioned that Chrysanne Tellen of Tellen Emblem Designs was our guest designer, and she designed this sweet little tile. It's a tiny tile 001 called the Karen's Birdwing. But she designed this and she gave everybody at StitchAway a copy of this. I don't think it's available for sale yet. I think
Not
she
yet.
said it goes up. It'll be available at Market, which is next month.
Right.
March. It's in March. But she also said it's going to be a series of 4 butterflies. But look how cute that is.
Wow.
So that's the pattern. So she gave that to us on Friday.
Yes.
And I thought, oh, you know what? That is really sweet. It's really small. I've got some linen in my bag. I'm just gonna stitch on it and see how far I can get. Well,
Wow.
so I had this little piece of linen, and I decided that I would do this over 1. I think this is a 28 count linen. Wait, do I have it upside down? That way.
That
Look at it over
is
1.
gorgeous.
Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh.
And this is, you know what? I don't know which direction it goes.
I think that
this way.
Yeah.
It goes this way. So this is, when I finish the four, the rest of them, I'm going to put this in a rotating cube picture frame.
Isn't that amazing?
Was, Marcy, that was your idea. You showed me the pictures that you did with the seasons. So I'm going to do that with these butterflies. So I already bought the rotating picture frame from Hobby Lobby the other day. So I've got, and I, just kind of wiggled it in there to see how it's going to look. And it's going to be so cute. I can't wait.
I cannot wait either.
I can't wait. So this was my third start and my third finish.
She started it that day and finished it that night.
The next night.
Oh, the next night?
The next night, yeah.
And
so
I
this is cute. I can't wait until the next ones come out because I'm really excited to see how they look. Anyway, so I showed this to Chris Ann.
That's what I'd love for you to say.
When I finished, and she loved it. She took it from me and she was showing everybody. Look.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a picture. She took a picture of the two of us with the pattern.
She was so impressed that she chose the 1/1. She kept calling it a postage stamp.
Yeah.
She's like,
it's
so small.
And she's like, but everything looks so cute, tiny.
I know, this is true.
Anyway, so that was my third finish.
And I love that.
Right?
Oh my gosh, the colors are so rich.
Well, and then I Googled it because I didn't know what a Karen's birdwing is. And you look at I looked at the picture, and originally I thought, oh, that's an unusual choice to do a butterfly in that bright Kelly green. So I Googled it, and it looks dead on what that type of butterfly looks like. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty good. Well done, you, Chris Ann.
Well, and what Chris Ann shared her story, and she was an artist, and is an artist, and she gets her inspirations from nature. She loves to take long walks and everything with her dog, and I hope that she writes down her story somewhere so that you can read it because. It's a really sweet story of how she came to cross stitch from her artistic background. Yeah. So that was really sweet. And then she also gave us all a new pattern. Are you going to show?
Well, I thought you were going to do your finishes first.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Although it's your house, so.
That's right. I think I'll
I guess
but I will do my finishes. So you all know that I've been working with Summer for a long time from Cross-Eyed Cricket, and honestly, I can't tell you the colors that I did. As you guys know, I just did what I loved, and this is how it turned out. So if you, and everybody who's ever seen Summer knows that the first S and then the R had Adirondack chairs. So I changed it to a beehive. I kept the U, the M, and the other M, and the E, with the embellishments that are around there, meaning the vegetables, the grapevine. I loved the birds in the bird bath, and I loved the birds. And then on the R, I put an apple tree. And I don't know if you guys can see that I French knot all the apples. And so, and then it took me forever to finish this because I did not know what I wanted to do with the sunflower, because it was just a regular pretty little yellow flower. And what I did is I didn't know if I wanted to bead, where they have the little seeds or anything. So I just blended two browns together, a light brown and a medium brown. I did the outside with the darker brown and circled that, and then I blended two threads. And don't ask me what threads they were because I just picked them for colors.
Brown.
They were brown, and one was more of a copper brown. But anyway, I finally finished it, and I'm so excited. I really just love it.
It is really pretty.
And it will go on the wall where I have my winter hanging, and I've showed on Facebook and Instagram the setup, but I will put it there when that's done. Then the other one, I started a day before, I didn't start it a day before, I had it, and I think I put in a couple of stitches because this was going to be my one of my StitchAway starts, and the pattern fell on the floor, so I'm going to pick it up. So This is by Hands On Designs, and it is Ready, Set, Snow. And oh my gosh, I loved it. I've seen it. I've had it in my stash, all kitted up forever. It is on Scarlett.
The dog just did that.
Yeah, she's literally laying at our feet because Scarlett is a Velcro dog. She's a golden doodle, a copper golden doodle, and she just loves people. And I can't put her up here because if I did, her tail would go crazy and she would wipe everything away. So anyway, the linen I used on this is it's Creek Bed Brown. And then the one thing I did in this scarf is more of a cranberry burgundy color, and the called for color was pomegranate. And I was just like, that's too red orangey. So what I did is I switched it out to cranberry. And this is how it turned out. I love it. And okay, so it comes with a little piece of wool, and you have to cut out, it's a little square of wool, and you have to cut out and make his nose. Okay, so this is my third attempt because the others made him look like a duck.
I thought he was eating a hot dog.
And theirs, if you'll notice on the pattern, theirs is even longer than what I've got. And I
think it's perfect.
But it was so funny because my husband was sitting next to me and he was watching one of his history channels. And so oh, that's the backwards.
And that's what the back looks.
Looks like that. But when I did it, so the first one I put on, it was too thick and too long, and my husband looks and he goes, "Is that what it's supposed to look like?"
No.
I said, "No, but I'm just trying them." And then the second one, it looked even more like a duck because I tried to make the second one a little thinner because it was too wide. And it was the third that actually I was like, okay, I'm good with this.
That's awesome.
So this pattern, however, is going to be shipped off to Darla, and she is Kentucky Stitcher, KY Stitcher on Instagram. And she fell in love with this too, and I said, it's yours afterwards. So I was so excited because I normally don't get finishes done that quick. Moreover, I only needed to do the sunflower on summer, so. But yes, I am done.
Now we can talk about, do you have yours?
Yeah.
Never mind.
I do.
One of the other gifts that we were given at StitchAway, from Till and Emblem, she designed these two. She made these specific for our retreat, I believe. And there's two different versions, a blue version and a pink version. This is the blue version. Somebody else has the pink version, but anyway. So this was one of our, I think are these for sale, do you know? I don't remember.
I think these are for sale because she had.
Oh, that's right, because she had enough
for everybody.
For everybody to have one
of each color. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah. So these are really, really sweet.
Those are sweet, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to do those. And so she got blue, I got pink, so we can afterwards.
Maybe.
I may be able to give her mine sooner because she'll probably stitch a lot faster.
So I do have one more that I bought from the trunk show. So this was from the Blue Flower. It's called Night Walk Down. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I saw this done at the trunk show and I was just drawn to this thing. It's just, oh my gosh. Night walk down the sky with the moon in her hand. Is that what it says? With the moon in her hand. Isn't that just sweet?
It is.
So when she gets a little bit older, I'm going to make this for my granddaughter. She's only 4, going on 5 now, but I just thought this is a perfect for a young woman.
It is. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So that'll do. And then I picked up some purple fabric.
I didn't buy any. I was so good this time.
Look at you.
This Christmas I kind of went a little over on grandkids. When you have 13, that kind of happens. So I budgeted myself, and I did not want to spend over $100. So the patterns were great and wonderful, but I thought, if I want one of them, I'll try to get one of them later from Keepsakes. And so what I did need though was fabric, and I got 3 sets of fabric from Color and Cotton. They had a great display.
They had.
Oh,
There were some
and
beautiful linens there.
oh my gosh! And of course, I'll have to show you the next time because they're downstairs too, in my craft room slash family room slash everything room.
I brought 2 from Color and Cotton.
Oh,
so
good.
I have a lot of neutrals at home, but I don't have really neutrally neutrals. So I picked up some neutrally neutrals.
Yeah.
If that's a word. So these are 2 Color and Cottons that I got, 40 count Shiplap and Luna. It's kind of a gray, kind of a tan. That was exciting for me. I don't know where the oh, here it is. And then I don't remember this one's name because it's not on here. And then this is like a purple one that I got. It doesn't have the name on it. But it's Fiber on a Whim. I don't remember the name of it, but I thought this would be perfect for the night walk down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That would really be pretty with that.
But I can't start it until next year anyway because
Or at Whistle Stop.
I could do that, but
We're allowed to start at
that's
Whistle
almost
Stop.
next year too. So
This is true.
so I'll just hold on to this one for a while
That is so
because
true. Because
you know.
it seems like
well, and
forever.
I don't want to do it until she's older anyway because
Right.
you know she.
This one is so funny. So we made a message board on Messenger, and we called it Whip It Good. Or actually, Katie made it. And this one the other day is, I need an intervention. I want to start all my new starts. I
Yeah,
need
I
an
did.
intervention.
It was a rough day.
Everybody's, commenting, you can do
You're
it.
strong. It's like, I know I can do this.
Reach into your whips. And
Well, I've got
It's just so
plenty.
cute.
I've got plenty of whips.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So it was.
And I was
it a
strong.
lot
I
of
did
fun.
not. I did not start any.
Yeah. So I wanted to show you. This is my first time joining a Fabric of the Month.
Except it's not Fabric of the Month.
I mean, Floss of the Month. It is so true. I wanted to get into their Fabric of the Month, but
They
it
closed
was.
out early.
Oh my gosh! I didn't make it in time, and I did it that day.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I know. And so the Floss of the Month was up at the same time, so I did that. And oh my gosh, you guys, Classic Colorworks is the floss that we're doing. And these are so wintry. I hope you get to see the colors. Oh my gosh, they're so
I love these.
as you said, they were very
icy. I like
Yes. And so I have, of course, I don't know when I'm going to be able to start it. October. So I have a Quaker-ish.
She's doing that again.
Scarlet.
That's all right. Anyway.
There we go. So I have a Quaker-ish pattern that I think I'm going to use these colors in. I just love them. So that was, besides my 3 fabrics from StitchAway, the Color and Cottons, that's all I've bought for a while.
You did so good.
I'm doing good.
You did really good. Now, I actually didn't spend any money at there. So I was
Yes.
given a gift card for Christmas for keepsakes, and Barbara said, yeah, you can use that at the annex at StitchAway. So I wiped out my entire gift card. Mark was so proud of me.
Yeah.
He's like,
You
"I
did
knew
a
you
great
did."
job.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody really did a really good job. Even Delisha was saying, I wanted to commit to $100 and I did 104. And I'm like, you are so good. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was
and
a
I
lot of fun.
love getting together with everybody and seeing everybody that you don't normally get to see.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
That's all I got.
that's all I got.
So this, I don't know, what is the date? This is the 20-something of January.
Oh, it's the 27th. My granddaughter's birthday.
January.
Bianca, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, B. So we probably won't do another one for a couple of weeks because that's a lot.
It is a lot.
A lot of
And
stuff
we're really
going
not
on.
gonna, I mean, it's not like we're gonna be able to show you new stuff in 1 week.
Show you new whips.
Whip it.
Anyway, I'm gonna be stitching away because I just want to.
I'm probably gonna be done with my summer by then.
That's cool. I
I'm
won't.
so excited. I'm so excited. So I'm
yeah, I
really
won't
good.
be. I'm mostly working on those stupid big things, so I know I won't be done.
Yeah. Also, I did give Hello Winter from Plum Street to Barbara at Keepsakes, and so because she doesn't frame, but she does the matting, and so she's doing the matting for me, and then I'm going to take it to Hobby Lobby and have it framed.
Nice. I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to see it either.
All right. Yay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We love your comments, and we try to get to so many of them, and if we don't have anything to reply, we will definitely heart so you know that we've read
for
your
sure.
comments, because they mean so much to us.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I'm Crystal,
I'm Lisa.
and we are Stitching the Dream.